Hey guys.
Stella's alive.
Stella survived.
But there's something that didn't survive.
The original recording of this did not survive.
We've played this segment already and had issues where it basically just did not record our visuals at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it probably fitting to blame NVIDIA for this. Shadowplay decided to just turn off upon opening up Neptunia, and I've run a handful of different recordings since and just simulated a handful of things, and I think what's doing it is the first time Shadowplay opens, it decides to lock itself into a program until you open another one, and then it turns itself off, which is unbelievably confusing and doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Only the first one you do after turning on your computer, though, apparently.
Yes, when you restart, it's only the first one, and then after that, it doesn't care about any of the others. You can then run it as per usual.
And what's super annoying is that not only did we do a really good session,
we did,
but by the end of it, because we've had some issues with air quality because of where we live, it's just there's been wildfires. Josh was, were you coughing blood?
I was coughing blood.
And we have the audio. Audacity has given us no trouble, but that might get released on its own at some point, but we gotta redo the actual game.
So we're gonna actually play through it and do voices.
Yeah, thank goodness that we roll our saves.
Yeah, well, the rolling saves is apparently the MVP right now, because if it had not been for the fact that we rolled that save, we would not be able to actually do this segment in the slightest.
Yeah, well, we would have had to have gone back from the prior save or started the game over.
It's just a massive pain in the ass. Hey, I know you girls. Welcome back to Last Station.
Who are you again?
Aw, forgot me already. I gave you the info when you were looking for hematite.
Oh, you're that old guy.
I'm really quite young in non-anime years. Anyway, I take it you're here about Lady Uni.
Non-anime years is... I still don't know what that means.
Yeah, I have no idea what non-anime years means.
Are anime years really fast or really slow?
I guess the idea is that, in anime years, if you're young, you look like these characters, but if you're 30, then you're an old man or an old lady.
But then sometimes characters that look like this are 700 years old secretly.
Yeah, but then it's expounded upon where it's but the character looks like they're young. I don't know. Anime years are interesting.
Yeah.
It's reverse dog years.
It's just question mark years.
Yeah.
Do you know where she is?
Yes. The Oracle asked me to find information, and I think I've come across a solid lead. Wait, how are you and the Oracle on speaking terms? We have far more pressing matters at hand, so let's focus on those, shall we?
Do you know if Uni is safe? Where is she?
She was trying to confiscate all of the R4 chips that were spread throughout Last Station. Then a few days ago, we got reports of an inhuman shadow arguing with Lady Uni. It was overheard that the two planned to settle their debate at a place called Mid Company. Lady Uni's been missing ever since.
And that's when we got a call on Histwar's phone from Kay about Uni.
About Uni, yeah.
Yes.
Then that could mean she lost the fight?
We have to go save her. She might be seriously hurt.
That's what I've been waiting. That's why I've been waiting here. I could never survive in that hostile area alone. We understand we're going new. Please be safe. Oh, God damn it.
Please be safe, Uni.
It's the guard saying it. Don't worry about it.
Everyone wants Uni to be safe.
Yeah, look, that's what he feels in his heart.
Uni is unofficially our favorite daughter.
I like her in hats, but that's about it.
She has the cutest hats.
Yeah, and I think we don't get those hats right away in this game.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoilers, I guess.
We know this because we've played this segment already. When you finally get her, like, the
She
hats
got no
are...
hats.
The one we like isn't there.
I'm really annoyed by the fact that hat's missing.
And we can't afford any of her accessories anyways.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got Mizar.
Which is a Dragon Ball or something.
It's something like that.
Yeah. I'm half expecting that the names of those stars will be, like, themed in some way we can't tell yet.
Potentially, yeah. Okay, so now we gotta go to Gapane Field, and we have to set it for level 15. Oh, that is not what I wanted to hit. Sorry. Start.
Get on out there. Do your best, Stella.
Here I go. Yeah, there she goes. Okay.
They should just give her her own game.
Apparently she has more stuff going on in later games. Like, it's not... It's more intricate and interesting in some of the later ones, as opposed to this game.
They should just give her, like, a retro pixel style quick thing that you can just do. Like...
Yeah, I don't know if it's, like, her own game or not, but apparently it's bigger than what it is here.
In later games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love that. The name's Falcom. We don't know why she's holding what appears to be like a guitar case.
No,
she uses a sword.
We commented that on the lost footage, but yeah, why she got a guitar case?
Yeah, maybe her sword's in there, but it's real weird. She looks fine
It's probably
with
a reference to something. I mean, that's usually the answer to questions like this.
Maybe she's got a lute or something.
Yeah.
I'm just your stereotypical adventurer.
Back in beautiful forest, by the way.
Yeah, in Falcom Forest.
Yeah.
It's where she lives.
It may as well be.
Hello, Falcom. Oh, it's you. How's the journey? It's going just fine, but it'll take a while until we can truly call game industry a peaceful place. I understand. Sounds like you have your own hurdles to clear. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps I could join up with you. I'm not sure how much of a help I'll be, though. Goodness, are you sure? She's got nothing else to do. Right. Yeah, things on the island are more or less settled. I figure it's high time I reciprocated your kindness, so... Honestly, she does more good adventuring with the cult than she does adventuring in her house. Her forest house.
I guess, yeah.
Of course you're welcome to come with us. It's a pleasure to have you. Excellent. The pleasure's all mine.
Ta-da. Falcom has been added.
Nice.
Strength booster, yeah.
That's fine.
So one of the things that I noticed, by the way, not during the original session, I think, is her island home is all the way over here.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why was the event here in last station? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was not sure what you were doing there.
Don't worry about it.
It's kind of nice having a big party on an adventure. A big party, we all get drunk.
Yeah.
I finally got the adventurer's latest book. It's used and tattered, so I need to fix it up a bit. But I won't. You want to know how to make this? Here, take this.
Why won't you?
We don't know what Christine Chronicles is.
Chronicles has been added. Yeah, I don't think we ever figured that out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a plan, but we don't know what it's a plan for.
Yeah, it's weird.
It doesn't show up as its own thing.
Anyway.
Wait, go into key items. It's not a key item that tells us. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't have a key item that tells us what the plan is.
No, that doesn't happen.
Okay.
It's never a thing.
I don't know.
I know. It's just, I'm just saying, it's never really a thing. So.
Yeah, it's weird.
Welcome to Id Company.
Yeah, we gotta find the site of Uni's abduction. Look for clues.
Yeah, and we've been here before.
It's the same map as like
that interesting.
every single Last Station warehouse, which are all abandoned despite Last Station being like a habited country that's full of these.
Yes. And all of these ones with this background are all the exact same layout, and it bugs me.
Yeah,
because like at least with some of them you get a little bit of variation, but this one is like identical every single time.
It's super weird.
It's really weird.
I mean, I guess since it's a warehouse, maybe they made a bunch of them with the same blueprints because it's easier.
That could be it, yeah.
Like when you actually build like prefab, like houses. Like, you're gonna use the same layout over and over again and have a bunch of them in a row.
And then Compa sticks her and just starts pushing soda in, or whatever is in her needle right now.
We haven't gotten to that part. Stop messing with the timeline.
Don't worry. Haven't gotten to the part where Compa murders Uni, yeah.
Can you hear me, Uni? Where does it hurt? Here. What are you doing here? Ow!
She's lucky she didn't get abducted.
She's lucky they didn't push that little, like, button on her lapel and opened her rib cage so that her organs slopped out.
You mean her titty window?
I assume that if that opens, it's actually mechanics inside. Which in this case would be like organs. Am I wrong?
We genuinely don't know if, like these characters are referred to as humans, but, like, they're also metaphors for video game stuff. So, like, in the first game when we played it, I did occasionally, like, ask, like, are they just computer programs in computer world? Are they robots? They're really meta about the fact that they're in a video game sometimes. Like, are they just code?
And it doesn't help that in the first game they're on, like, floating islands with no ground at all, and there's, like, weird digital stuff, like, floating around in the background. And then in this one, they're just like, nah, it's just islands. Here's the ocean.
This could easily just be a setting within Digimon, and like if you go like across the ocean, there's just File Island over there.
Yeah, something like that.
Because the way this place is set up, they know they're in a video game, and also they represent video games, but they don't seem to know that they represent video games, except when they do.
Yeah.
It's really weird, but I guess we're supposed to assume they have, like, blood and muscle and stuff.
Also, CFW Brave as opposed to CFW Trick.
Yes, the guy who we failed to arrest, but did beat up.
And then I think you even pointed out that, like, wasn't the first guy we fought in this, like, the first big robot in the graveyard CFW judge?
Yeah, the CFW judge was just the big, giant pile of metal that I don't remember the details of, out in the junkyard. Yeah. And then Trick is like a weird GameCube lizard with a horrible prison tongue.
Yeah.
CFW Brave?
And then Brave is the one who I guess came over.
We're fighting now, or whatever.
And picked a fight with Uni and won, but didn't kill her, or abduct her, or lick her.
I wonder why they use the same acronyms.
We never figured out what CFW means.
I think it's just something in relation to them. At least in this universe, I think that's what it's going to wind up being.
Yes,
like, it's not the name of, like, a piracy chip or anything.
I'm not sure. Like, it probably is, and I just can't think of it right off the top of my head immediately.
Like, you'd think it would be, like, a version of the R4 or whatever.
Yeah.
But we don't really know those kinds of things because we buy our names.
Yeah.
We wait till they're on sale, but we buy them.
We do.
Or receive them as gifts, but that's not as often. And when it does, it's like a party. I love it when that happens.
So I'm just gonna check for things. I'm not actually seeing anything around here.
Nah, a little later in, we're gonna get a bunch of them, I'm sure.
Yeah. So we'll just go to the last station.
Really depressed. She's got a lot of pride. The idea of
this whole bit of this chapter is just us constantly just singing the F is for friends who do stuff together song to Uni.
Yeah, basically. It's just everybody is like, oh, well, Uni, you need to be our friend. And Uni's like, nah.
Join the cult.
No.
You gotta join the cult of Nepgear.
Nah, you never get it. Nah.
What a stupid baby. Crying just because she loves
And the babies call someone a baby.
You are the babiest babies. They have, to my knowledge, there has never been a baby more baby than these two. Except maybe Peachy.
Not in this game. Not in this game.
Peachy's a little more baby.
I mean, I guess Broccoli might be kind of a baby.
I don't know what the fuck Broccoli is. I think she's a gnome. I think that's just the size she gets.
She might be a gnome.
I think legit she's supposed to be chibi. Like she is depicted as being really small. Her bathing suit, I think I remember us seeing that it was like an elementary school bathing suit.
Yeah, something like that.
But like
Amber Alert.
Red, just you doing this on purpose?
Amber Alert is the alert that you get when children are kidnapped.
Yeah. Which is too much of this game, honestly.
Yeah.
So, like,
What's going on?
I'm not sure if it's supposed to, like, lighten the mood that they acknowledge it,
I don't know.
or if she's just using a pun because she wants to.
She's gone.
Yeah, something like
Took all
that.
my cute bandages off.
But yeah,
and
I think Broccoli is, yes, supposed to be a kid character, but that she should be depicted at, like, the same scale as the other kid characters.
I don't know.
But
she's got a body
smaller
that seems
because she's a chibi.
smaller than even the children.
Yeah, but she
so-
doesn't look like a toddler. She looks like a chibi.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, she's proportioned in such a way she's got less detail to her. So I really think it is just she's this settings equivalent of just being,
Let's go
like,
find her.
a
She
gnome
couldn't
I
have
mean,
gone far
maybe.
with her wounds.
or a smurf.
Yeah. So now we gotta go find Uni, who's complaining that we're helping her too much, or whatever. I can do it on my own, guys.
It's not like I like to not get beaten up by robots or anything.
Yeah. Let's go into the endless zone.
Which isn't that big for being
No,
the
it's
endless
actually
zone.
it's actually
Unless
pretty
you
small.
count the shit outside of the fence, which seems to be endless darkness
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
with code.
It's Code Lyoko.
I have never seen an episode of Code Lyoko.
Good. It's not a good series.
It doesn't look like it's a good series.
No, everybody
People,
got 7 heads.
their fandom though is very much that sort of loyal sleeper fandom, like you get with
Oh
Digimon
yeah, no,
and stuff.
people get really, really intense about Code Lyoko.
Yeah, I don't understand it because I've never seen
What are
it.
you doing all this time? I couldn't beat that one opponent.
You couldn't beat one opponent because you're a goddess with no cult, so join the other cult with the other goddess.
I like that Uni's entire, like, personal change here is like, what am I doing? I'm just completely useless. And then people come in and go, nah, you can rely on other people. And she's like, I hate other people.
And I relate to that a lot.
But I'll begrudgingly join your cult.
Like, no lie, that is a personality type that I think a lot of people do relate to. I can't do this on
some
my
extent.
own. It's unfair I can't do this on my own. Is there something wrong with me that I can't do this on my own? And then you look at, like, everyone else in the world that has other people helping them, and you think, well, I shouldn't need other people helping me because I don't have that anyways.
Yeah.
And then you just stomp off on your own.
Yeah.
The difference here is that Uni doesn't have to, like, get along with, like, normies and accept society. She just has to go with this person who's exactly like her and does understand her and has a cult.
Yeah,
Join the
basically.
cult.
Why? You don't need me.
We do need you.
We need you in the cult.
You're the last piece of the weird console puzzle.
Yeah, right? If we don't have you, we don't have a full collection.
Although we really don't have a full collection because there's no Vert sister.
Big sister.
I mean, yeah.
I am going... The lack of symmetry is going to bother me forever.
Like, we got 2 out of Loey. One of them can count as Vert's sister. It's fine.
Sort of. That's sort of how they're doing it.
Trying to fight all by yourself.
And
If
I
we all
just,
work together,
I
then
just
maybe-
need us to get like a Connect-chan or a Zune-chan
myself on
or a
I'm like,
Cortana-chan. I don't know.
friends.
We just need that pig-faced girl from the first game.
I'd accept if they decided that she was the equivalent. It's like, well, we don't have a CPU candidate, but I've got this thing I found.
I don't... Okay, I read this line, and I don't think that it is, like... So the game kind of plays it off. I remember this from the last time we did this recording. The game kind of plays this off as being like, oh, you're, kind of complimenting us, and you can be a part of it too. But it feels like she's almost like backhanding, like, just the idea of Nepgear here. Like, she's really hitting herself hard. And is just being like, oh yeah, nah, I'm not like you at all. I'm a fucking loser, aren't I? And it's like, oh.
Yeah, that's part of it. It's
Alone out here.
it's part of her thing. Is that she probably
with that
distances
face,
herself.
like-
It's a thing people do, is you distance yourself from others out of a fear that you'll fuck up the social interaction.
Yeah.
Don't pretend like you don't understand. These things, most people have these things every so often. Uni is just
I
all
understand.
of them.
I'm not saying I don't.
Yeah, but that's clearly what they're going for.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going for it through kind of an anime archetype, which makes it a little less interesting than it could be. But Uni looks cute in a hat, so I am going to project extra character to her. So she's going to get extra character analysis from me.
Yeah.
Which I think they're relying on, honestly. It's like, we're gonna write fairly basic versions of these personality types and put, like, really weird levels of complexity into metaphors that don't make sense about the world and video games.
Yeah.
But these characters are cute, so you're going to like them anyways, and you're gonna come up with all of the blanks in our Mad Libs. And then they make an RPG that's solid. That's good enough, honestly. Like, it has been enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people out there who really like, I don't know, how Nepgear looks in a hat and have put way more analysis onto her. Oh, here he comes.
Yeah. I like this guy's voice because, like, the first few times you hear him, he almost sounds, like, dweebish. Like, he's like, and yet that wish shall never come to fruition. And then he, like, slowly changes this.
Who's there?
But it's like, there he is.
He's a Digimon. He's also a Gundam. He has a PSP in the mouth of his lion heart.
Yeah, which took us a bit to notice, but it is there.
Yeah. He's got D-pads on his shoulders,
Well,
but
he's
then
got a
shoulder
full-
buttons
he's
on the
got a-
shoulder
he-
pads.
He has a full controller split in half as shoulder pads.
He's got an
Like, you can
on
see it.
button.
Although
in
that's
his
not a
head.
controller that exists because it has the shoulders, but it's got one D-pad in the center and then 4 face buttons around the outside of the
Yeah,
D-pad.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh,
How
and then
would you
there's a
use
button in the
that?
crook too. Like, do you see that one?
What the fuck? How would you press that? You press that with the meat of your thumb joint, where it reaches
I
the
guess
hand?
you'd have to. I don't
You
know which
squeeze.
direction that button would be pushed in anyway.
In.
Yeah, but is it
Diagonal.
towards like the shoulder or towards the face?
Diagonally.
Gross. I hope not. You're pushing a sharp corner in that case.
Yeah, you
And
squeeze the controller,
and
and the
yes,
shrapnel goes in.
he's got a big lion in his chest, and I think originally I was like, is this supposed to be Gao Gaigar? And it's like, I still feel like this is a weird combination of just for mecha designs. It's Gao Gaigar crossed with like the Megazord from Power Rangers for some completely unknown reason, or maybe Voltron. I don't know, because he's a combiner. Like, seriously, he's obviously combining robots here.
Although he's one guy, we never see him split up, or at least not yet.
Yeah,
I don't know.
on top of that, he's made out of like weird video game stuff, but then a lion's head, and it's got a PSP in its mouth, and he's got the right color scheme for like Optimus Prime, which is really weird.
And he seems to think he's a hero.
Well, the
sort of.
basic design for heroes is that yellow, blue, and red, and typically white and black as accents are the hero colors. If you ever want to find the hero of a series, you immediately look at any characters that are bright blue, yellow, and red at the same time.
Yeah, primary colors are heroes, and secondary colors are villains.
Usually, yeah.
Also, he's a little bit milady.
We will
A
not.
little bit. Not
He's a
enough
little bit
for it to
fedora.
like... Yeah.
Not a lot.
Not enough for it to be super noticeable and overpowering, but it is there. He's supposed to be very gentlemanly, I think.
But he comes off as though he's role-playing as being
A little
gentlemanly.
bit. Because he clearly thinks he's supposed to be a hero.
Which is, like, you're a giant robot, dude. Like, what's with the affectations?
Together we can defeat him.
Yeah.
It's like, is he holding back the urge to go beep boop? Is he, like, altering his native beep boop accent to sound like personally?
I accidentally clicked that button a little
can't lose.
fast.
Yeah, that's
We'll
fine.
never lose to someone like you ever
It's just,
again.
we're gonna team up.
Yeah,
And we're
you
gonna
tell
kick your
him.
butt.
Yeah.
We're gonna be friends at your face and kill you.
I will teach you that actions, not words, carry the strength to shape one's desires.
Dude, just use regular
All right,
sized
here we
sentences.
go. He's also got literal just guns on his back.
And weird wings.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of things in this game have weird wings.
Yeah, like they're jet wings.
Yeah, I'm not sure
But they've got a zigzag shape
'cause
that I
it's
don't
like,
think
okay,
would work.
Okay, so certain parts of this are clearly video games.
Yeah.
Like he's got like a PSP and he's got the weird shoulder pads and everything.
His feet have D-pads on them as well.
Yeah, and if you turn him sideways, you can kind of see he's almost got like a nunchuck.
Hey, is that the Nep logo on his heels? The hinge of his heel where it meets
no.
the ankle.
No.
It's very close to what Neptune
No,
has on
that's
her
just a
hoodie.
bolt. It's, I mean...
The
well,
shape of it inside the bolt. It's not
maybe?
quite there, but it looks...
Yeah, I don't think it is.
It looks like her stylized end.
He's got this weird fucking D-pad, or not D-pad, weird fucking Wiimote on like his calf. For some strange reason, it's just there. You can see it. And it's on both sides. You just can't see it super well. And it goes through his leg.
There's a D-pad on his sword hilt.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's got things like these weird animals for feet and this lion in his chest. And parts that don't actually make sense and aren't anything at all. And it's just really weird.
What are the odds that inside there's like a weird, just... hermit crab sort of creature holding all these together, and he found bits of random separate robots in a junkyard.
He would have to be so incredibly small. Like that would be the requirement there.
Yeah, it could be. It could just be like Warachu. Or a Warachu. Yeah. You just getting that out of the way?
Yeah, just getting that out of the way. She still has it. That's still a thing.
Yeah, that you had to level up a bit to get that
Yeah,
in the first
originally
game.
you did.
But that's also because they give them the sisters to you at level 1 in the first game?
Yes.
Damn, I should have made the title cards nun themed.
None?
Because they're sisters.
Yeah.
It's
I get what you're putting down. I just
It's
don't.
Hyperdimension
I don't like it.
Neptunia Rebirth 2 Sister Act, starring Whoopi Goldberg. I've never seen that movie.
We'll end this with one shot.
That's fine. Let's go ahead and just see if we can do this. I think he resists poison, if I'm not mistaken.
He's a robot. It makes sense.
Well, he's also a boss, which makes sense. But that particular move does a lot of guard damage, so that's kind of why I'm continuing to do it.
You'd think the ability to poison a robot would be an indicator, like a weird meta sort of thing of like, oh, there's a person in there.
You'd think so. I'm kind of weirded out by the fact that it doesn't do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
he
that.
died.
Very frequently, you will have robots be extra weak to electricity because it's like, oh, you do a power surge on them and it shorts them out. But you rarely see the thing of like it means something.
Yeah.
Every so often in RPGs, you do get things like that. Like in Dragon Quest VIII, the main character
can't be cursed.
He's immune to curse because it turns out he's already got a curse on him. You don't find that out till the post-game bonus
Which is
content.
weird. Like, if you had a character who was immune to poison and then it turns out he's already poisoned and that's why, that's
Well,
like the
like, he's a
weirdest
poison
thing to
monster.
throw out, right? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
but like if you got a robot and you poison him, that should indicate there's something biological.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got an assault rifle, a 2-win stick, and
A twin stick.
Yeah.
Like a dual shock?
No, like yeah, maybe like a twin. I just think of twin stick as being like twin stick shooters, which is where one is move and the other is shoot.
Oh, maybe.
But I don't know. And change dungeon, Lowy Global Expo.
Level up, you.
And a level
a
for
bunch
the
of
gnome.
levels. Yeah, a level for the gnome.